front and backwards. And this is a really challenging exercise. So the technique is kind of like you're stretching up your abdominals and you're bouncing forward and back and just like this smooth motion. And so make sure that you're just not hitting hard. And we're gonna take frequent breaks throughout this workout. So because I wanna make sure you're hydrated. So now we're gonna switch legs and lower your heart rate just a little bit. And we're gonna go on the other side. So this is an extreme balance exercise, and really stretch upwards when you're going up, and you're gonna land really softly. So on the front, you're landing on the whole foot, and when you're going backwards, you're landing basically on your toes. So you should have some pretty good flexibility to do this exercise. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little more challenging. Okay, we're gonna do a water break in between each set. All right, curtsy lunges. So on your curtsy lunge, you may decide that you have to make your stance, maybe put that leg back, maybe just a little bit further or closer. Usually people don't put it far enough away, and then then it hurts their knees. So go slow, and you can move your arms like I am. I find if I do it this way, it's much easier to balance. And I did this entire workout yesterday, and my quads never get sore, and they're still sore. If you need to take a longer water break, pause this. Okay, alternating lunges, we're gonna do 16, a total of 16. Just one and then the other. So you wanna look straight ahead, and you wanna keep your core tight. Your core is what's helping you balance, because once you lose that tightness in your core, you're probably gonna fall over. I call that the lazy core. And sometimes my core gets a little lazy as well. So you wanna look straight ahead, don't look down at your legs. This will help you with balance. Again, land softly, chin up, make sure you're breathing. Little break, water break. So throughout this workout, you should drink at least 16 ounces of water. Okay, 16 forward lunges. We're gonna alternate one then the other. Whoop. See, there's my lazy core. I almost fell over. And so make sure also that your knees are not caving inward, that they are externally rotated just a little bit. And when I say externally, it's like outward, not inward. And then once you get the hang of it, you can just speed it up. But go at your own pace, go at your own level. All right, water break. Static lunges, 15. So what static means is we're staying in place, but we're moving up and down. So you want to be fairly upright. So I'm just gonna bounce up and down, but I'm gonna use a full range of motion. Now the front leg is not gonna be 100% straight to the top, nor should it be. So I've got my hands on my hips, and you can actually put your hands wherever you want. You can do kind of like a prisoner squat, type of thing, where you have your hands behind your head. You can put them out in front of you. You can put them by your side and out for balance. So whatever makes you feel the most comfortable, because when you put your hands on your hips for long periods of time, then the wrists can start to ache a little bit. Okay, get your water, get some sips in. Okay, these are half skater squats. These are extremely challenging. So what I have right here is a soft yoga block. Now you can take a really thick towel and roll it up. So if you go all the way down, you have to bring that back foot up really, really high. So I like using the yoga block. I've got something soft to land on. And also if you have, ankle flexibility issues, so this is a good option. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you probably want to grab a chair and not go as low. And I've got my arms straight out for counterbalance. This actually will help you. So you can actually grab like a really light dumbbell or a kettlebell, and this will help you. I wouldn't go too heavy. And take your time, don't rush it. So you do need pretty good ankle flexibility on this one. You can see my knee is going over my toe, and that actually is fine. As long as it's not hurting you and as long as your knee's not caving in, it's actually what it's supposed to do. So the whole knee over the toe thing, that was a myth. That was because people were just not doing good form. All right, so we're gonna go on the other side, 15. So you might need to scoot your towel or your yoga block over to the other side. So I'm testing it out right now just to see where I should place it because I don't want to slip off. So you might want your block a little more forward or a little further back, and I almost fell over, so I want to keep it real. So I fail at these things too. So I'm not perfect all the time. I slip, I fall. My form is good most of the time, but I'm human. I'm not perfect all the time. Actually, I'm never perfect. I just try really hard. And I'm trying to smile the whole time in this video, and it's really hard to smile when it's this hard. Make sure you're breathing, never hold your breath. And don't worry about doing as many as me. I mean, these are 15. 15 is a lot. So if you want to do 12 or 10 or 8, or just do a couple, that's totally fine. Just keep doing it. Keep practicing these. Maybe do this workout once a week for about 4 to 6 weeks, and you're going to get so much stronger. All right, we don't need that yoga block anymore. Go ahead and grab some water. All right, 16 alternating jumping lunges. If your heart rate's not down far enough, pause this. This is gonna amp up your heart rate like crazy. So you're gonna jump as high as you can and land as softly as you can. Just make sure your feet aren't dragging against the floor so you don't trip. So you can see I'm throwing my arms up in the air, which will help me gain some height. And the stronger you are, the higher you can fly. And then if you need to stop and reposition yourself, do so. Water break, much needed. This time you might need a longer break. Okay, Bulgarian split squats. This is where you're gonna need your chair, or if you have a bench, that would be good too. So you don't want whatever you're putting your foot on to be too high. So some people like to put their toes on top, like bending their toes. I feel that it's better if I just use the front of my foot, and I'm going down as low as I can. That will hit your glutes and your quads a lot more if you're using full range of motion. So you can see I can't go straight up and down. It's more like up and then back. So that's what you want to do as well. And again, make sure that knee that's in front is rotated toward your pinky outward. And then my head is not looking up. It's just following my, how I'm going up and down. All right, little break and then switch legs. Take your time finding that chair. And this one's tough. I mean, you're going up and down with your entire body weight positioned on one leg. So you might actually even want to hold a chair in front of you if you're worried about balance. So when I was working at the gym before, COVID happened, I would have clients do this on a bench, and I would hold their hands until they felt comfortable. And then I was right in front of them there in case they lost balance, and they can grab me. All right, water break. Next exercise, we're gonna do 15 deficit static lunges. So if you have this is a Reebok step, something, you can put a book in front of you So this is only if you are comfortable with lunges and you are okay with going deeper. So this gives even more range of motion. So again, I'm not alternating, I'm just going up and down with a straight back, and I'm just looking straight ahead. Make sure that foot is positioned squarely on your book or the Reebok step or whatever type of step that you have. This one's nice, it has these treads on it so I won't slip. And that's why I'm wearing shoes for this too, because the treads don't feel so great on my feet. All right, switch legs if you need to pause and take a little break. Now I'm going to move the step over to the other side to make sure it's in the right position for that foot. And then again, wait till your heart rate comes down low enough. You don't want it too high because it's going to just skyrocket. So let it come down a little bit. Get your balance. Breathe. All right, when you're ready, only when you're ready, go ahead and go up and down in these deficit static lunges. So if this hurts your foot or your ankle, just stop at the first sign of pain. Pain means that maybe your form is wrong, maybe you're not ready for the depth of this exercise or whatever exercise it is. And then whenever you can, have someone film you, your form, so you can see if you need to make any adjustments. All right, break. Little break. You can tap side to side, you can roll your wrists, drink some water. And again, if you need to pause it a little bit for a longer break, do so. All right, we're gonna do it on the other side. Now we went on the front, now I'm putting it back. So I'm starting at the low point right there just to make sure I'm in a good position and my knee doesn't hit the step, and to make sure I don't slip off. So we're gonna go up and down, same technique. So again, you can put your hands wherever you want them. So if you have tightness in your toes, which some people do, you may not want to do this one. You might want to just skip it or fast forward through it. But if it doesn't hurt, go ahead and keep going. And make sure when you are at home and take off those shoes as much as possible. Shoes are basically like a cast for your foot, and you should be able to wiggle your toes and move your feet. So whenever you can, kick those shoes off. Right, are you ready for the other side? Go ahead and look down and make sure your feet are in the right position. So I decided I'm gonna start with going on the floor because I feel more secure that way. And then we're gonna do the same thing up and down. So exhale as you go up, inhale as you go down. Look straight ahead. Check your knee every so often just to make sure it's not going in. Whenever that knee tends to go in, then you have a greater chance of falling and greater chance of knee injury and knee pain. So it's really, really important to make sure your knees are either straight ahead or positioned a little bit outward toward that pinky toe. So if you're ever doing lunges or squats, place your camera in front of you and film yourself, especially doing step ups. Now you might want to rotate your feet right here, like I'm doing. My toes were starting to cramp. All right, if you're ready, lateral lunges. Okay, so we're gonna do 15 on each side. So one leg is completely straight and the other is bent. And I'm leaning backwards. So my butt is going back and I'm hinging from the hips and I'm leaning forward. So this works the glutes a lot, and it also works the inner thighs. So I used to think these were dumb until I started doing them and my glutes were burning. So if you find these easy on a different workout, try these with dumbbells. So you can put dumbbells in either both hands, or of course you could put it on one hand too, and put the dumbbells between each leg. And that's really challenging. All right, you ready to switch sides? So step to the other side to give yourself a little bit more room. If you need a break, pause the video. All right, and go slow on this one. And don't go too deep. We don't want you to tear your inner thigh, and that is really, really easy to happen. So just where you feel a little bit of a stretch, that's only as deep as you want to go. But really, really try to get that butt back. And both toes should be pointed straight ahead, parallel, just like I'm showing right here. And try to keep your gaze somewhat up, just in line with your back. And you can also put your hands in front of you if you feel that's better. I always find these lateral lunges more challenging because we don't usually move laterally. All right, much needed water break. All right, yay, you did a great job. It's time to stretch. Now this workout is 20 minutes and it seems a little bit longer because I added those little breaks in there. But you really should take longer breaks if you need it. And so this workout should take about 30 minutes total. So I'm just doing a quad stretch, and this is balance. So you don't need a balance right in here if you don't want to. You can just grab a chair. And then if you have good flexibility and balance, you can hold that foot and you're trying to bring that heel to your butt and stand as straight as you can. Try to contract the quadriceps, which is the front of the leg muscle, to get that really good stretch. All right, next stretch is, if you can do this, if you're comfortable, try to stand and balance. At the end of the workout, it's extra challenging to do this one. If you want to find me on Instagram, you can find me under @FitGirlUSA. And if you like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to tap that bell. That means YouTube will notify you as soon as I post a video. And my videos are exercise videos, and I also post videos on health and nutrition. And if you liked it, also give me a thumbs up. That way I'll know that you did like it. And check out my website, thehigh5diet.com, if you're looking for tips on nutrition. If you want to lose some weight, I've got several books and additional information on there. Now we're going to do a glute stretch. So we're just going to put our hands through the hole, grab the shin if you have the flexibility. If not, you're going to want to interlace your fingers behind your hamstring, which is the back of the leg, and look up, chin up. Switch to the other side. You might need to lean forward and then pull it in. If it's too much, if you're just pulling it, then just pull and release, pull and release. So this is a good one. I think, everyone should do that particular stretch, the glute stretch, every single day at the end of a workout, whatever your workout is. All right, roll to your side. All right, sit up. Take off your shoes. You can leave your socks on. So if you did as many lunges as I did, you just completed 261 lunges. Let me know which ones were your favorites. Let me know if you completed all of them, because there was a lot. We're gonna do a butterfly stretch right here. Just kind of move your legs like they're butterflies. If this is too much, just push your feet out. If your knees are like super high by your elbows, then push them even further out. Breathe, lower the heart rate. Drink extra water today. Make sure to have healthy carbohydrates like vegetables And you can even do a fruit smoothie after a workout, before or after, that's great. Hope you like this workout. And cross your legs. Take an extra breather. Breathe in, breathe out. Deep breaths. Have a wonderful day. Do some neck rolls. Hope to see you again soon. And last stretch. Take care.